we're gonna have a little fun. Let's see if we agree or disagree. Hey guys, it's Jess from She's the Posh. Welcome back. I have another fun video for you where I searched and find random stuff on the internet that I think is interesting. These articles I love to share it with you and get your opinion as well. I make videos every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, so please remember to hit subscribe below and ring my bell so we can become best friends here on the internet. Okay guys, I have an interesting video for you. I love searching on purse forums and all this stuff, and I find some really fun articles. And I saw this one, and this one is basically brands and items that are just not worth their money. They're basically scams because they are not worth the value that they are perceived to have. So I wanted your opinion. I'm gonna go through the list. I'm gonna give you my opinion on these pieces. You decide if you agree with this list or disagree, and let's just talk about it because I find it interesting. So the piece we are reading is Luxury Brands That Aren't Worth the Money is the name of the article, and this was by Christine Marie Ligwag Dixon. So I'm gonna have all of this, so she gets all the credit. This is her article. We're just reading it, discussing it, and seeing if we agree. So guys, let's start with number one. And number one, guys, it is Louis Vuitton. Who didn't see that one coming, right? So it says, has there ever been any more overrated luxury brand than Louis Vuitton? Ouch. A high sticker price, these bags are well known as an indicator of wealth. So that is something that is perceived. So when you see the LV, when you see the monogram pattern, it is perceived as wealth, especially from people that are not wealthy. They see that pattern, they know it, and they see it as a symbol. So way back in 2000, it says the New York Times calculated the production cost of Louis Vuitton bags is hundreds and hundreds of dollars cheaper than what they sell it for. And of course they deny this. This is all alleged. This is, you know, based on articles and stuff that happened. So everything will be linked down below. But we all kind of figured that, right? We kind of figured that they do use machines to make their bags. We have noticed some lacking in some of the quality controls of all this stuff. So thinking more machines, less people looking at it. We've noticed like thinner materials, not as straight stitches, all that stuff, but yet the prices keep going up because I feel like Louis Vuitton is starting to turn into fast fashion. I like to look at like the new bags and stuff. Like I have sites that I follow and they show new bags, new ideas are coming out. I feel like Louis Vuitton is always like throwing new things out there so many times that it is just fast fashion in my opinion, not sticking to the classics and trying to improve those and do something fun on the classics that they are known for. So yeah, I definitely believe most likely it costs a couple $100 for material and paying for the people, and it's probably marked up like 80%. So I agree with that. Another brand, luxury brand, is Mont Blanc pens. And I totally agree with this, but I don't get fancy pens. I lose pens. I'm not someone that can be trusted with their writing wear. I don't think about having a nice pen, but I figure like if you're in like real estate or you are a lawyer or something like that, maybe having that nice fancy pen is awesome for you. But it is saying that they're just like clothing and jewelry. Like it is just the name. It's basically a pen. There's nothing really superior to the pen technology that this is, that it is just very huge markup on that. So I definitely agree with pens. I'm not gonna read every single thing, but another one that's on this list is Tiffany. Basically, it's just saying pretty much all diamonds in general they're mentioning, but Tiffany especially. And I kind of agree with like the Tiffany prices. We've all seen that Tiffany has made my list luxury items that nobody asked for. For example, Tiffany gave us this bendy straw, this silver bendy straw that they were trying to sell to us for just under $1,000. Like they were selling a can, a literal can, for over $1,000. It was just ridiculous. They're totally overpriced. You're paying for the name. But even their diamond rings, like their diamond rings that you could get at another jewelry store for like, you know, maybe $5,000, $6,000, they're selling for $15,000. So definitely overhyped, paying for the name. But I do have some Tiffany pieces, the Tiffany tea I enjoy and stuff like that. So there are certain items, but I wouldn't buy a diamond ring for Tiffany's. I don't feel like they're superior diamonds. And just like they say, pretty much diamonds are completely a massive scam is what they're saying on here, which I can agree with too. Like diamonds aren't rare, and they figured out how to make lab created diamonds, which are 100% diamonds. Like if you do like the check, is it a diamond, with your one that's made from earth, that marks as a diamond, and the lab created ones are a diamond. It's the exact same thing. and they're a lot cheaper. So I've actually thought about looking into some lab created diamonds. So these aren't cubic zirconia, they're not glass, they're not fake. They're actual real diamonds that are harvested. And also you can get diamonds from the ashes of your loved ones and things like that. I thought about doing something like that with my pup, Miss Malls, that unfortunately is no longer with us. And I would just, you know, maybe that'd be awesome to get something of hers turned to a diamond. So yes, diamonds are not worth the amount of money. Actually, rubies are more rare and certain emeralds are more rare than that. But for some reason, the prices are crazy. Another brand I have is a Rolex. My dad has a Rolex. I have thought about getting a Rolex at some point. It's saying it's not really superior technology and it's just the name. I kind of agree with some of this stuff. Like, what? They're kind of making me think about my life choices, this article. But yes, it's the name. And they're saying that Omega actually is similar quality and at a more affordable, I mean, Omega watches are also expensive, but definitely if you're looking for having a high quality watch, a beautiful watch that is like superior to other watches, Rolex shouldn't be the one that you go for. It's saying that Omega should be the one you go for. So yeah, my dad has 2 Rolexes, I believe, and I don't have one. I'm not someone that really wears watches that often. I always thought I would get one of the little, like the little dainty girl Rolexes, maybe with a couple diamonds and stuff, but that's very interesting. I did not realize nothing about Rolex is very superior to other watches. This one I definitely agree with, but of course I bought this stuff anyway. And it's like Christian Louboutins, that they're not worth the price point that they're put on. And they're like, they are painful shoes. You see them, I've had them in the really high heels. I have lower heel Louis Vuittons that aren't that bad, but yes, they're a painful shoe. They cost $700 to $800, $1,000, and they have the red bottoms, so that's exciting. That's why we love them. They're a symbol of wealth, but they definitely aren't worth the cost per pain of the shoe. I agree. Definitely you can get some lower millimeter shoes that are around the $600 range, $700 range, and get to enjoy that without the painfulness. But yeah, I mean, the shoes are pretty, but they're painful. There's not really anything else to say. Why spend $1,000 to be tortured? I agree. I don't think I want to be tortured by these. But yeah, they are pretty painful. Let's see, what other brands do they have on here? So they have Coach and Michael Kors. And I kind of agree with this because back in the day, my first fancy bag was Michael Kors and Coach bags. I used to get the real ones from the stores. I think they retailed for like $200 and some dollars, $300. So I'd save up my money and that's what I would get. I also worked at TJ Maxx when I was in high school. So they would get some of the bags at a discounted price. So I used to do that way. I would get the Michael Kors and bags, like, you know, right around $100 and stuff like that. But they definitely aren't worth that value. I know that Coach bags are, I mean, there's some cool Coach bags that come out, but if you go to the outlets, so the Michael Kors outlet, the Coach outlet, a lot of those bags are made specifically for the outlet. So when you see, oh, it used to retail for this and it's discounted at this, it never retailed for that. So it is a scam because it is made for the outlet. That tag is not true. It never was listed for that price. So I kind of agree in that aspect with like Coach and Michael Kors, especially with the outlets. I feel like outlets are a big scam. They are just something where you think that you're getting a deal, that this is a discount. In reality, it was never listed at that price. It's made of cheaper materials. There is no discount. Like this 80% off, like, oh, it used to be $500, but now I can get this purse for $210. No, it was never listed at $500. So I have to say I agree with that. And also when you try to resell these purses, like on the secondhand market, you get $20, $30, like $80. There's so many Coach bags and Michael Kors bags like flood in the market that if you do, and when you decide to sell and resell these bags and get rid of them, that they're not gonna be worth much at all. Let's pick one more of these brands. Okay, and I do agree, this is one I do agree with. So they have other brands on here. They have Versace, Prada, they have like Hermes and stuff like this. And yes, I agree and disagree with those ones a little bit. So it's just like the random brands. And I think that just goes to show that like paying full retail for things, you're not gonna get that value. It's not gonna be worth more. But I do disagree about the Hermes thing. Like if you get a Birkin and stuff like that, it's instantly gonna be valuable and increase in value. But where you get, I've had like Versace, Prada, and other pieces that are not worth as much on the resale market. So I recommend not buying those retail, those particular brands. So I'm just gonna skip over those ones. But this is something that's very interesting and I definitely agree with, that designer sunglasses, and I have so many designer sunglasses. Like I am a victim of this. I love them, but none of them are super superior to other sunglasses. A lot of the designer sunglasses and regular cheap sunglasses that you get at the store, the drugstore, all that stuff are made from the same manufacturers. Like they're not more superior than the others. And you kind of notice, like when you have like a cheap pair of sunglasses next to your designer pair of sunglasses, like maybe there's more pomp and circumstance, like there's more hardware on this one, so they seem heavier than the cheaper one because they've got like a big Gucci G's or say Gucci or something on them. They feel like superior, but they're really not. They're all the same. I had a pair of my Dior Montane sunglasses. Love them. They're super cute. They're huge and obnoxious. I love those. But I was wearing them and they slipped off my nose. Like I was doing some yard work, I was wearing them and they slipped off and they fell to the ground and they popped off. Like they popped out of the thing so very easily after they touched the ground, which you would think cheap sunglasses, that's going to happen, but you wouldn't think that the same thing would happen with designer sunglasses, and that's the truth. So I never really buy designer sunglasses full price. I never buy them brand new. Usually I'll buy them when they go on sale, or I have bought them secondhand on the secondhand sites and different things like that. There's also places like Jamba Shop that has really low prices on sunglasses. There's some other sites where they're discounted. You can get the designer sunglasses for 100, 150 bucks. Yes, that's still a lot to pay for designer prices, but the $500 mark that a lot of these sunglasses are, yeah, I definitely feel like it is a scam, but they look so fabulous. I love sunglasses. So it's a scam that I'm aware of that I'm still gonna do. Okay guys, I'll have the whole article down there below for you to go through, but do you agree, disagree? Some of these I was just like, ouch, I didn't realize that. Yeah, I'm falling for luxury scams. Let me know in the comments down below, especially the Tiffany's diamonds. That, I mean, they're not any superior than other diamonds. You're just kind of paying for the name, and you can get similar size diamonds and clarity for like 50% less than the Tiffany prices are. So let me know your thoughts down below, because I definitely don't feel like that little blue box is worth $1,000 bucks. And as always, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching and hope to see you again. Bye, guys.